I'm going to be the one to do it. I am going to be the one to say it. Gypsy Rose. All I'm seeing is everybody like, oh my god, yay, she's free, like, yay, well done, live your best life. Not being funny. Are you forgetting what happened here? Don't get me wrong, this girl has been through a life of trauma, abuse. It's not been good. She's lived a life none of us could imagine. I'm not taking that away from her. And I'm glad she's happy. But she also massively manipulated a young autistic boy and got him to our mum. And he is now spending life in prison. Not her. She's out. She's on The View. She's living her best life. She's sitting there with millions of followers now. Like, she has come out of this all right. Now, I am not saying that she probably hasn't got a lot of trauma. I mean, the fact that her husband looks identical to her mother is possibly from coercive control and some sort of psychological issue that she's trying to find love in someone who looks like her mum, right? But she is also responsible for the fact that she got to a certain age and she was manipulating people as well. Saying that she couldn't walk, which actually she could, and she was like grafting people online and living like her secret life and all of that. She's very well educated, you can tell. She's very articulate, it's fantastic. But she was like using the internet to like speak to other people, and she was also lying. At an age where she could have said to someone, this is going on, help me, I can walk, I'm not disabled, I don't have cancer, I'm not having any treatment for cancer. Like, she could have done something to change her situation. I think she could have put a stop to things or sought help before she got to the point where she's manipulated a poor autistic boy into killing her mum, basically, is what I'm trying to say here. But I've noticed something, and she's still keeping up with certain lies. She was sat in The View, and she was licking her lips, and she was swallowing and stuff, and I'm like, hold on, did people not say that this girl had had her saliva glands removed? Her mum put her through an unnecessary surgery. So I looked into it, took a deep dive. And actually, the medical records, it does not say that the glands were removed. It actually says that she was having like Botox in them to sedate them in a way. Paralyse them so that she wasn't choking on her own saliva, which her mum said was happening. But she's still saying that her mum had them all removed and stuff. But if you watch her interviews, she's sat licking her lips and swallowing saliva down. So how is this making sense? So I'm starting to think that little Gypsy's not as innocent as she's making out. I wouldn't wish her life on anybody, and I think Munchausen is awful. Please don't come at me. Like I've said, I feel bad for her. I feel sorry for her. She should never have had to live that life. But she's a little bit complicit in things because she got to an age where she could have spoke out and changed her whole situation, no? Just me? If she managed to like get her boyfriend over there and like run away, she could have sent out like a help signal, like a bat signal, call for help, which was using the internet every night, no? Or just got up and walked out the house while her mum was sleeping. I don't know. I obviously haven't been in that situation. I've not lived it. I can understand why it would be hard. You do have the coercive control aspect of it where she probably didn't feel like she could. But I just think the steps that she took to get to what happened could have been used in a way where she could have got help without it coming to manipulating the autistic boy to do what he did. I don't know, maybe she was that desperate, she thought that was the only way out. I'm not sure, but this is so interesting. Definitely want to see some more documentaries on this Gypsy Rose thing. I like her sassiness, and I like that she's got a new life and she's got this vibrancy about her. I love that for her. But I feel bad for the autistic boy who's in the jail for life after being manipulative. When he, like, that guy doesn't have the cognitive ability to be in this situation. Like, I feel bad for him. I think I feel bad for him because of my autistic kids. And I know how easily my son could be manipulated by somebody. Especially if he thought that he was a Prince Charming and he was rescuing this princess and all of that. So knowing somebody who's that vulnerable with autism, who would do anything to help anybody, I guess this is why I'm on the fence with this one. And I just can't be full pro-Gypsy because my heart is with the autistic boy as well. What are your thoughts? I need to know what everybody else is thinking. This is a hot topic in my group chat. Me and the girls are loving this conversation. But I seem to be one of only two of us who are feeling bad for the autistic boy, taking it all by himself in jail for life.